Today's topic is going to be about two seemingly unrelated things, manifestation and lucidity. And I say that they're unrelated because manifestation is about attracting your desired reality and improving your wealth, health, relationships, and so on. Whereas lucidity is about gaining awareness and remaining aware in your dreams. So yeah, what would it be that remaining aware in a dream help you in any way attract a reality that you want? For instance, say you want a house that you're trying to manifest. Why would it be that remaining aware in a dream where you're flying help you in any way achieve that? Let's give a simple example of a manifestation that you can do. Say for instance, you entertain a thought in your head about something that has nothing to do with your current reality and something that you are unconditional towards, okay? And these examples are usually given to enhance the belief of the person in manifestation. But we're not doing it here for that case. We're doing it to understand. So we're going to entertain an idea in our head and we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to write it down. And the idea remains unspecific. So there's two parts of the brain, one which is specific, one which is unspecific, one which is logical, and there's a lot of attributes to each part. Yeah, so the thought in your head remains unspecific. Nobody knows about it. In weird ways, it ends up manifesting. But first of all, you need to make sure that that thought you're really unconditional towards. So make it something like a truck, a green truck, which will manifest in your reality in the next week. And don't use this example. This example has already been given by me, so you're conditional towards it. You need to come up with a certain example in your head which will remain unspecific until it's reflected to you and you will be like, whoa, I was thinking that. So that's a small example of a thing that you can manifest. Now, why do I bring that example? Why would you need to do this kind of exercise? Just to realize how unspecific thoughts are. And maybe at first you were thinking about manifesting a red truck. That's what you were thinking. But when the green truck manifests in your life, say it was a green truck that ended up manifesting, then you would be like, oh, that's what I was thinking. There's no way for you to 100% know what you're thinking. And we've got machines now that are saying that they will be able to read minds. But is it really the case? Are we going to let an external thing reflect our thoughts and therefore be the interpreter of our thoughts? So now that we've got an idea about the specificity of thoughts, when you're dreaming and you gain lucidity throughout your dreams and you remain lucid throughout the dream, this is something that doesn't happen that easily. It might happen in your youth when you're a kid. In that case, yeah. But after the programming and all the stuff that we go through at a older age, it tends to become more difficult. So once you've attained a certain point where you can gain lucidity and remain lucid in dreams, what does that have to do with manifesting your desired reality? To the universe, God, the all, whatever you want to call it, if you arrived at a point where you can remain lucid in a dream, unconditional towards the circumstances of the dream, maybe, as I've said earlier, you're flying in a dream and you're enjoying it, you're not scared of falling, Although some might argue that this can't be unspecific, as you're lucidly dreaming it. But to that thing that I just brought up, God, the universe, the all, this is the point that's going to be difficult for me to express. You've gained a certain point of unconditionality towards the things that you want, right? So, to God, a life of abundance for you is nothing. Like if you're seeking some material things, wherever how much that might be, it's still nothing to God. It's still zero. So whether you want a house or you want 10,000 houses, to God this is nothing. And basically, by you gaining the stage of unconditionality through your lucid dreams, you will be able to do the same in being in your desired reality. What that means is that if we were to put you in your desired reality, you won't be freaking out. You've already gained a certain amount of unconditionality, and I know that I'm repeating myself, but I have to drive this point and link both lucidity and manifestation. So, unconditional in lucid dreams, which might be slightly unspecific because, as we've said, we have no way of finding out what you're really dreaming at that moment, right? And you've gained unconditionality there. Now, in the same way, if we were to put you in your desired reality, you wouldn't be freaking out. This is the same way. So to you, you could have the life of abundance that you were wishing for and not freak out. What does that mean? That means that you're no longer having breaks or limiting beliefs around that. Even though the lucid dreams that you were having were about you flying, or I don't know what you're doing in your lucid dreams, but it takes a level of progression to reach that point where you remain lucid in them. And needless to say that lucidity has to do with remembering and much more. So, for instance, a lot of people that hop on the I want to learn to become lucid might fail, and a lot of them will say that they've been trying lucidity trainings and trying to become lucid in dreams for months, yet unsuccessful. But what they don't know is that during sleep there's a lot of phases and a lot of things that happen in sleep, including amnesia. So when you wake up, you lose memories of a lot of things that happened during the dreams, including the versions of you that might have been lucid. So we don't know the extent to which you are or you were lucid in your dreams. Meaning that if you mix up this with the unspecificity of dreams, like we don't know what you're dreaming, maybe if you just don't talk about it, not in a competitive way as sometimes it is portrayed, don't talk about your dreams in a competitive way, like I'm gonna hide my secret dreams. No, it's more about remaining unconditional towards them. That's why you want to leave them to you. Only you know them. Because as we've said earlier, if you write them down, then maybe the reflection of your dreams, the thoughts that you're trying to manifest will be the mere writing down of them. But if you leave them in your mind the same way you would do for manifesting the truck example that we've gave, you will end up manifesting it. So this is a difficult topic to talk about, and a lot of topics that I take are a bit of intuition and mix it with my logic, which can be sometimes wrong. So yeah, lucidity isn't something that you can say with 100% certainty you've had or you didn't have. Maybe there's nights where you were lucid in the dream and you woke up 100% forgot it. And unless you meet a reflection or a, what's it called? A synchronicity, as sometimes it's called, a key that will remind you of the lucid dream that you've had, or a state that you can access to therefore remember the dream that you've had, you won't be able to. And a lot of stars and a lot of celebrities talk about how they envisioned the stuff that they are living right now. Just keep in mind that it's still unspecific. They became unconditional, but at the same time, we don't know 100% what they were manifesting and envisioning. As long as they're happy, maybe if that same celebrity ended up someone who has no fame, no money, yet still happy, you would meet him and ask him, how did you do that? How did you become this happy? And without all, in a parallel universe, and you ask him that, then he will tell you, yeah, this is something that I've envisioned, and there it is in front of me. And this is the stuff that we have no way of finding out. Like, we can't prove what I'm saying, whether it's right or wrong. The same thing for the multiverse theory and quantum crazy theories of if the cat is under the box or not. Either way, I hope this ramble about lucidity and manifestation made some sense. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.